Okay, so last time we have already discussed all about the probability distributions. So we have classified two probability distributions. We have the discrete probability distributions and the continuous probability distributions. So basically, discrete probability distributions are those distributions that are countable. No? Ibig sabihin, it contains random variables. No? And pag sinabi natin discrete random variables, ibig sabihin, those are countable na mga random variables. No, for example, how many uh, number of eggs, how many number of red balls, no, in a certain urn or in a certain collection of um, different colors of balls. So yung exactly na nakakount natin by integer, yun yung discrete probability distributions. While continuous probability distributions, it contains continuous random variable. No? So si continuous random variable naman is those variables or measured quantity natin. Ibig sabihin, we're talking about the height, the time, any measured na quantity is called continuous random variable under the continuous probability distribution. So, na-discuss natin, nagbigay na rin ako ng example last time about binomial and Poisson's distribution. So, when you say binomial, there are only two outcome for that. No? Either is success or failure tayo. So, here are some important identities ng random discrete probability distributions. I-focus ko lang dito the summation of all the probability must be equal to 1, and also the probability of the event na success plus the probability of the event na failure must be equal to 1. No, we also have, if we have to find the probability of x less than a, no, so we will get the summation of f of x from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to a. No, so titingnan natin yan sa table. No, gaya ng ginawa ko last time, titingnan natin yan sa table doon sa appendix natin. So I also want to upload, no, yung um, table natin. So i-upload ko yung table natin sa classroom para meron kayong um, copy. So please go to the Google Classroom. Mag-upload ako ng tables. Um, Ayan, so tingnan nyo lang, naka-note sa appendix table for statistics. So na-post ko na siya. And then, if you want to get the less than lang, x less than a, so dapat from x is equal to 0 to x a minus 1. So titingnan natin yan sa table natin, no? And then yung x greater than or equal to a, no? It's 1 minus the summation of f of x from x is equal to 0, a minus 1. Pag x greater than a, no? It's 1 minus the summation of f of x from x is equal to 0 to a. So, kung may equal, a minus 1, and then kung walang equal, x greater than a lang, a ang ilalagay. And then if we have like contained in a enclosed na values like x is greater than or equal to a, less than or equal to b, then we have to follow this formula. Consecutively, if we have a greater than a, x greater than a, less than b, then we will just have to follow this formula. So this is very important. I want you to have a copy of this. Paki-print ninyo sa sarili ninyo. Okay? Okay, so nakadiscuss na tayo ng binomial distribution. When we say binomial distribution, it consists of n trials. Each trial is labeled either has a success or failure. Pag nag-label tayo ng P means the probability of success, Q means the probability of failure. No, so we will follow this kind of equations sa binomial distributions natin. No? Pag multinomial naman, we have different outcomes na ngayon. No? For example, sa dice natin, we have an outcome na 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, there are multiple outcomes. No? So, almost similar lang siya sa kay binomial. No? P1 raised to x. So, yung first event, second event, third event, tapos nakailang tries lalabas. Hypergeometric naman if we have without replacement, no? So we will use this formula for that, no, without replacement. Multivariate hypergeometric naman is if you have number of classes. And then Poisson's distribution is when number of outcomes during a given time is in concern or space. It has a formula that will look like this. This is the probability function of each of the um, given values of x. Bali, yung sa table kasi natin is summation, no? Summation siya. Bali, yung each of the function na nakukuha natin dito is very unique to a certain value of x or certain value of the distribution. For example, f of x, that's the um, probability function. It's very unique for x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, no? But later on makikita natin kung paano siya iso-solve using the table lang, no? Which is ang table is nasa summation. Sige, so to give you a idea ng expected values, pag sinabi natin expected values of a discrete random variable, we're always talking about the mean. So to solve for the mean, you just get the summation of that x, no, that specific value of random variable times the f of x, no, the f of x or the probability function, and then isasum mo. Kasi marami kang x0, x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, and each x has a value f of x. You know, just like the usual way of getting the mean natin. And then the variance, ganun din. So if uniform yung distribution natin, then automatically we can just say that f of x is 1 all over n. Since uniform naman siya, so you factor out n, ito na lang magiging value ng mean and variance natin. So other descriptive measures for different binomial for different probability distributions are written here. Ang pinaka-importante natin na malaman dito is the mu is equal to n, the number of samples, times the p, the probability of the success. Sa hypergeometric naman is nk, where k labeled success natin. N, small n, is the number of samples na kukunin natin, and n is the total number of items. And sa Poisson's distribution, we have the mean of the outcomes and the time interval. So let's have a practice for this. Okay. So practice on the random variables. So we say the two balls are drawn in succession. So this is problem one. Okay, two balls are drawn in succession without replacement from urn containing four red balls. So we have four red balls na nasa urn, ha. We have one, two, three, four, and three black balls. So 1, 2, 3. Now, find the possible outcomes and the values of x of the random variable x, capital X, where x is the number of red balls. Teka lang ha. I'm just gonna find. Where is it? Okay, so two balls are drawn in succession without replacement from an urn containing four red balls, three black balls, the possible outcomes, and the values of x of the random variable y. So yung random variable natin is automatically the capital Y. This is the random variable. And ang random variable has values na x pala, sorry. So ito yung random variable natin si x, and ang x has a values na um, small capital X. No? So, pwedeng small capital X is equal to 0, small capital X is equal to 1, small capital X is equal to 2. So, pwede siyang X, small capital 0, small capital X must be 0, pwedeng 1, pwedeng 2. Okay, paano natin siya i-interpret? Okay, you have 4 red balls and then 3 black balls. And then, ang gusto natin ngayon, kunin natin si possible outcome ng random variable na x, which x is the red balls. So we're only talking about red balls. No? Random variable of the red balls. So ilan yung red balls natin? Automatically apat. Ang gagawin natin, you have to draw two balls lang. No? Two balls lang. And dapat meron kang isang red na makuha doon sa dalawang balls mo. So for example, this is first ball na gikuha mo, and then you have the second ball na gikuha mo. Okay, ano yung mga sample spaces natin? Find the possible outcomes. Ano yung mga sample space natin na magkakaroon tayo ng at least isang red ball, no? So pwedeng isang red ball here, one red, pagbunot mo sa isang ball, and then pag simultaneously nagbunot ka ng pangalawang ball, pwede siya maging another red, no? So this um, corresponds to a value of x, small x, ito big letter x kasi to. Big letter x means the random variable, but small x means the value of random variable x. So the value of random variable big letter x at here is 2. Sir, bakit 2? Automatically kasi yung dalawang bola daw na kinuha natin has 2 red. Ano pa yung pwede nating makuha na outcome na meron tayong red? Kasi we're talking about red eh. X is the number of red. So, pwedeng makabunot tayo ng isang red, makabunot tayo ng isang black. Question, ano yung value ng X natin dito? Ilan yung red natin? Automatically, it's 1. Yes, we only have 1 R. Ano pa yung pwedeng possible na pwede tayo makabunot ng may red? Pwede tayo makabunot ng black, pwede tayo makabunot ng red. This is another 1. We have only 1 red here. Next, makabunot tayo ng dalawang black. Ilan yung value ng X natin dito? 0. Okay? So, it means that um, this is the whole sample space natin for the random variable na x, no? So you put it in a table. Okay, so that is the possible outcomes na pwede nating makuha. Next, problem number 2, it says that from the problem number 1, find the probability distribution of x. So from problem number 2, we have to find the probability distribution nung example natin. Some notes ko. Okay. So, again, ililet x natin, no? Yung mga random variables natin, no? So, we have the value of x here, and then you have the probability. No, we're talking about the probability distribution. So, probability of x for each value of x. No? So, ano yung mga value ng x natin and its corresponding probability? Okay. Number one, pwede tayong yung x natin pwedeng maging 0, no? We have 0. Yung x natin pwedeng maging 1, which is here. Yung x natin pwedeng maging 2, which is this one. So, ilan yung probability natin na makakuha tayo ng 0 na x? No? We only have here, no? Ilan yung probability natin sa total? 1 to 3. Okay. Pero ang total natin na pagbunot, ang total na pagbunot natin is yun ng red. Here, ang total here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. And then, dapat makabunot ka lang ng, ang red lang dito is 4. No? So, 7, combination 4. Okay? So, we will have now, here, we have 1 over the 7 combination 4. Wait lang, tama ba? If ang first ball mo, teka lang ha, the probability of x, wait lang na yun. The probability of x when x is equal to 0 is, at first, a you have 4 balls. Wait lang ha. Itang nawawala ko sa notes ko. Okay. Isa-isahin natin. Tanggalin ko na to ha. Just wait. Control. Teka lang ha. Screen. Okay, first is you have to get the probability of makakuha ka ng 0, no? So sa first ball na kukunin mo, we have red, no? So we have we have four red balls and then wala kang makukuha, no? First is wala kang makuha na red. Sa second na bunot mo, makakakuha ka ng zero pa rin, no? And then it's not replaced, without replacement. So, tatlo na lang yung mangyayari, no? Which is equal 3, wait lang ha. Bakit ito? 4, 0. We have 3 black and then dalawa pa yung makukuha mo na black, no? So this denotes the red, this denotes the black, no? Wala kang makuha na red and then lahat na makuha mo is black. All over 7 ka balls and then bubunot ka ng dalawa. No, this is the proper notation kung paano ka maglalagay ng mga combinations mo, no? So 4 0, no? 4 combination, no? Taking 0 at a time times your 3 combination 2 all over 7 combination 2. So this is all balls. No? So this is what happens at x is equal to 0. So ibig sabihin, this will give you, when you do the calculator, this is 4C0 times 3C2 over 7C2. So it's 1 all over 7. So the probability, no, na makakuha ka ng wala na red is 1 over 7. Next, x is equal to 1. So ibig sabihin, sa red balls mo, makakakuha ka na ng isa. No? Here, makakuha ka ng isa. So that's 4, 1. And then ang black, you still have 3, 1. Kasi yung isa, nakuha mo na kay red, yung isa, nakuha mo kay black. No? Just like what happened here. Nakakuha ka ng red, nakakuha ka ng black. Nakakuha ka ng red, nakakuha ng black. And then, 7 all over 7, 2. Following this same sa calculator, this is 4, combination 1. This is 3C1 over 7C2. How much is this?
4 over 7.
This is 4 over 7. Good. And then, the probability that the x is equal to 2. Small letter x is equal to 2. Ang makuha mo na red, dalawa. Ilan ang makuha mo na black? Automatically, 0 ang makuha mo na black. And then, 7, 2. Which is equal to 4C2, 3C0 over 7C2, which is equal to, ilan to? 5, 2 over 7. So, ang probability distribution mo here is we have 1 over 7, 4 over 7, and 2 over 7. Ano yung property natin? Dapat na malaman natin na nasa probability distribution tayo when you add all the value of x, no? If the summation of this x from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to n, no, must be this is x, yeah, from here must be equal to 1, no? Or from I na lang, I to 0 to I is equal to n. This is I. Okay, is equal to 1. Dapat yung summation nila is equal to 1. Doon mo malalaman na tama yung sagot mo. Number 3, and also dapat, since probability siya, dapat always less than 1. Okay? So, lahat na makukuha nyo dito dapat less than 1. Number 3, a shipment of 20 similar laptops, computer to... Can you please mute your mic? Can you please mute your mic? Please mute your mic. Okay, problem number 3, a shipment of 20 similar laptop computers to a retail outlet contains 3 that are defective. So, tatlo yung defective sa kanya. if a school makes a random purchase of two of these computers, so yung sa 20 na yon, automatically 3 are defective, 17 yung pwede, no? Functional. So mag-purchase ka ng dalawang computers, no? Find the probability distribution for the number of defectives. So you have 20 na laptop, and then you have 17 na functional, and you have 3 defective. Tapos ang gagawin mo, bibili ka ng 2 laptop. Now, ano yung probability distribution na makakuha ka ng defective? So, yung X natin here, no, and the probability of big letter X is equal to X. So, we're trying to get, ililet muna natin para mas ma-understand natin. Let X, no, X is the random variable. No? Let X be the random variable of defective. Here, let X be the number of random variables for the red balls. Ngayon, ano yung pwedeng maging value natin sa mga defective natin or ng X natin? X can be 0. Pwede wala tayong defective na makuha. Pwede makakuha tayo ng isang defective. Makakuha tayo ng dalawang defective. No, ang malas naman pag nakakuha ka talaga ng defective. And then, you get the probability. Can you please mute your mic? Mute, mute. Author, please mute your mic, author. So, the probability of big letter X at each value of X. Hanapin natin siya. So, to find the table, no, kukunin muna natin si probability when capital X is equal to 0. No? That will happen, no, since ilan ba yung defective natin? Tatlo. So, first draw mo, tatlo, and then, walang defective na nakuha. And then, the other one, functional, we have 17 functional, and then nakakuha ka ng dalawang functional. So, this is the defective, and this is the functional. So, we're talking about the defective. Wala kang defective na nakuha, lahat na nakuha mo functional. And 17 kasi lahat yung functional dun sa laptop mo. And then you have 20 and 2. No? Kukuha ka ng dalawa sa 20. No? So, ang sa numerator, yun yung parang division mo. Kung ilan yung pagka-divide mo ng total number of entries. Yung total number of entries natin is 20. Ngayon, i-divide mo yung 20, either it's defective or functional. So, here we have, pakisolve na lang to, 3C0 times 17C2 over 20C2. What's the answer?
0.71.
0.71. Okay, next, the probability na makakuha ka ng isang defective. So, we have 3, 1, nakakuha ka ng isang defective, and nakakuha ka ng isang functional over 22. What's the answer here? And the probability of lahat nakuha mo is defective. Anong answer dito?
0.27.
0.27. And here, nakakuha ka ng dalawang defective. So, this is 3, 2, dalawang defective, sa tatlong defective sa 20. And then, you have 17, 0 over 22. How much is this?
0.02.
Okay, so try to add lahat. 0.71, 0.027, and 0.02. This is 1. Okay, so this is the probability distribution. Sa dalawang binili mo na laptop, zero point 0.71 na walang defective. So, swerte mo, no? So, 0.27 isang defective and 0.02 na dalawa talagang nabili mo na laptop is defective. Okay. Pag sinabi natin mean or expected value, yun yung, pag sinabi natin mean, ibig sabihin yun yung expected value natin. No? For example, problem number 4, find the expected value of x in or the random variable x in problem 1. So, ang problem 1 natin kanina is yung about sa mga red balls. So, ano ngayon yung expected value natin? So, automatically, when we say expected value, it's the number of the n, no, times the probability na function natin, each, no, each. Wait. So, let's go back here. Yeah, it's mu. So, the mean is equal to the summation of x times f of x. Okay, so x, ang first x natin is 0. Ang f of x natin automatically the probability function. So this is now the f of x sa mga problem natin. F of x is the probability function. No? We're talking about the this whole term here is a probability function. So probability function sa 0 is 1 over 7, 4 over 7, 2 over 7. So, this is 1 over 7 plus 1 times 4 all over 7 plus 2 times 2 all over 7. Okay, so, so ilan lahat yan?
8
4,
verse
7, pila?
8 over 7.
8 over 7. So, ibig sabihin yan, this, we're talking about mu ha, not probability. So, okay lang na maging greater than 1. So, that's 1.14. Okay. Sorry. So, ang ibig sabihin niyan, mean of the expected. So, kung bubunot ka ng dalawang bola doon sa four red balls and three black balls, no? Makakakuha ka ng red balls na 1.14, na an average of 1.14 na red balls. Okay, so kada bunot mo ng dalawang bola doon, may average ka na 1.14. So for example, this will talk about like an infinite number of trials, like naka 20 trials ka. Kumuha ka ng dalawang bola first trial, kumuha ka ng dalawang bola second trial until 20th trial. Now, kung binilang mo kung ano yung average ng red balls na nakuha mo of out of the 20 trial, it's 1.14. No, so ang 1.14, it talks about the mean of the population mo. So the an average of 1.14 red balls ang makuha mo sa pagbunot mo. Number 5. Find the expected number of boys on a committee of 3 selected at random from 4 boys and 3 girls. So we have 4 boys, we have 3 girls, and then gagawa ka ng 3 committees from that. Ito, we have 7 people, no? We have 7 people, and then sa 7 people, tatlo lang yung kukunin mo for a committee. Okay? So, first is you have to find the expected number of the boys, no? So, let X be the random variable for boys. Okay. So, gagawa ka ngayon ng probability of X at 0. What if wala ka talagang boys na nakuha doon, no? So, boys And first na, since 3 committee to, so automatically, tatlo yung makukuha natin dito. So, 4 times the 0, no? Wala kang boys sa una mong sa unang member ng committee. Pangalawa, 4 girls na pala. So, you have girls, ang nakuha mo sa lahat ng committee mo is girls. So, 4033 over 7, kukuha ka ng tatlo. So, lahat ng nakuha mo, puro girls. Can you solve this for me?
1 over 35 kasi yun.
1 over?
35. 103.
Okay, 1 over 35. Ngayon, what if nakakuha ka ng isang boys? Isang boy lang. Apat na pagpipilian, nakakuha ka ng isa. Ibig sabihin sa girls, dalawa na lang. No, para makompleto mo yung 3. All over 7, 3. How much is this?
12 over 35.
12 over 35. Now, pwede kang makakuha ng dalawang boys, no? So, 4, 2, this is 3, 2, 3, 1, 7, 3. Ilan to?
18 over 35. 85.
Okay, and then, pwede kang makakuha ng lahat ng member ng committee mo, boys. So, that's 4 over 3, 4, 3. This is 3, 0. Walang girls. This is 7, 3. Pakitanggal pala ng denominator sign. Baka malito kayo. Ilan to?
4 over 35.
This is 4 over 35. Can you add 12, 18, 4? 12, 18 plus 4. And 1 plus 1. So, 35. 1, 12, 18, 4. So, 35. So, ito yung probability distribution mo doon sa pagkuha mo ng random variable for boys. Okay? Now, you have to get me the expected. So, mu, automatically, it's 1 times 1 over 35 plus 2, 0 pala to. 0, then 1 times 12 over, and then we have 2 times 18 over 35. Can you please add it for me? And we have 3 times 4 over 35. Can you please calculate? Pag sinabi natin yung expected value, automatically siya yung variance. Please solve.
12 over 7.
12 over 7 or
1.71.
1.71. So, ibig sabihin, an average of 1.71 na committees, no? Lahat is, ay na at least mayroon kang isang boy. No? The random variables for boy. So, for example, nagkuha ako ng tatlong committee ngayon. Pagkabukas kuha ako ng number of committee na naman ng tatlo, and then and so on and so forth. Marami akong pagkuha ng committees, marami akong trials na kumuha ako ng committee. Ang boys na nandun is 1.71, no? The average, 1.71 yung average. Number 6, suppose the number of cars, no? Suppose the number of cars, X, that pass through a wash between 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. has the following distribution. For example, may distribution ka ganito. So automatically, four cars, 5 cars, 6 cars, 7 cars, 8 cars, 9 cars. And then may probability distribution siya. So let g of x is equal to 2x minus 1. So ngayon, si probability function mo, ilalagay mo siya sa another function, which is 2x minus 1. Represents the amount of money. Kasi itong probability na to is represents the probability na merong car ng pa-car wash. Ngayon, meron kang function which represents the money in dollars paid to the attendant by the manager. Find the attendant's expected earnings for this particular period. So automatically, pwede nating i-input si each of the value of x natin. No? So mean, this is problem 6. So ang mean natin dito, no, is each of the ito 2x minus 1 inside a function. Saan ko ba nakita? Okay, so first is parang maglalagay lang kayo ng valued here ng g of x. So meron kang x, meron kang g of x. So when x is equal to 4, ilan ang g of x natin? That's 2
7.
times the 1 over 12 minus 1. So this is, tama ba? X is 4. Wait lang. So this is 4 times 2, 8. So 7. Sa 5, ilan ang 5 natin? Ilan yung 5 natin here? 5 times 2, 10.
9.
So 9. 6,
11.
11. Then 7 is 13. 8 is 15. 9 is 17. Now, to get the mu, automatically, the x, no, which is ngayon is naging g of x natin, and then times the probability. So 7 times the 1 over 12 plus 9 times 1 over 12 plus 11, 1 over 4 plus 13, 1 over 4. Can you please add it for me? Plus 15, 1 over 6 plus 17, 1 over 6. Ilan ang yung mu natin?
7.
Ilan?
12.67.
12.67. So $12.67 yung average na expected earning ng paid to the attendant. So yung earnings ng attendant is $12.67. Next. So variance lang, no? Madali lang yung variance. You just use the formula natin doon sa variance natin. Here, the summation x, kailangan meron tayong mu. So automatically ang mu natin doon is ano yun, problem number 5. So problem number 5, you have a mu of 1.71. So ang formula natin is x minus mu, no? So we have 0 minus mu squared minus the probability function, which is 1 over 35. So problem 7, so variance is the summation, no? So ang first natin is x is equal to 0, 1.71 ang mean natin. This is squared, and the probability function for 0 is 1 over 35. Plus, we have x is equal to 1, mean is 1.71, raised to squared times, this is 112.18.4. This is plus, paki-add ha, 2, 1.71 squared, 18 over 35 plus, this is 3 minus 1.71 squared, 3, 18, 12, 4. 4 over 35. What is the variance here? Cal- Please calculate. Um, and then number 8, so si problem number 8 natin, you calculate the interval mu plus, ilan to? May sagot na kayo?
0.14. Ikush.
Yeah, actually, instead na ko ni siya gina-solve, so wala ko like way para ma-solve siya. This is, pila to yung sagot? I-double check lang natin later.
0.49, sir.
Point
0.98.
49.
No.
So, 0.49 yung variance niya, automatically the standard deviation is the square root. Pilang square root ani?
0.7.
Point 07. Square root mo daw. 0.07. Okay. So, yun yung variance natin and ito si standard deviation. Number 8. So, calculate the interval mu plus minus 2, the standard deviation for the random variables in problem number 5. So, first is you have mu plus the 2 theta. So, ang mu natin is 1.71 plus 0.7. Pila to? Paki-double check itong variance ha. This is 3.11 mu minus 2 this is delta. 1.71 minus 2 times 0.7, this is 0.31. So anong ibig sabihin nito, no? So if we, according to Chebyshev's theorem, how does one interpret this interval? Note na we're talking about the committee, no? We're talking about the committee now. So, yung 0.31 to 3.11, no? Yun yung dispersion, no? Yun yung dispersion nung probability distribution mo. So, pwedeng 0.31 na may boys ka, ilan man to 0.31, 31%, no, is boys. And then pwedeng more than 3 yung boys mo or lahat pwede maging boys. So, yun yung ibig sabihin nito. Pwedeng one-third, no? At least kibale, 3, 0. Oh, sige. Pwedeng one-third, no? So, ibig sabihin, sa pagkuha mo ng committee mo, one-third talaga doon is boys. More than one-third. So, pwedeng isang boy, pwedeng dalawang boy, pwedeng tatlong boys. Okay, so let's go to binomial. So, please prepare yung kuha ninyo, yung table. Paki-prepare yung kung na-download nyo sa klase. Okay, binomial distribution. Find the probability of obtaining exactly 3 twos if an ordinary die is tossed 5 times. Yeah, 1.7. Ba't nagpusons ako? Okay, so find the probability of obtaining exactly 3 twos if an ordinary die is tossed 5 times. So meron kang die na ita-toss 5 times. So you toss it 5 times. Ngayon, ano yung probability na makakuha ka ng dalawa, 3 twos, no? Probability of getting 3 twos. This is 3 twos. Ibig sabihin, makakuha ka ng 2, number 2 na makatatlo. So, very odd siya na, ano, so makalima ka makatos, sa 5 toss mo, yung 3 toss no, na yon dapat lalabas yung number 2 na value. So, what is the probability for that? No? So, as you can see, if babalik tayo dun sa notation natin. So, binomial, no? The probability f of x is equal to n factorial over x factorial n minus x factorial p raised to x 1 minus q raised to n minus x. Familiar ni na equation, di ba? This is actually combination. So we can just say that f of x is equal to n combination x p raised to x 1 minus q raised to n minus x. No? Usually ang notation na nilalagay dito sa libro, no, sa other references is binomial function, no? X means the number of tries ka, no? Which is nagkuha ka ng tatlo, ano, hindi siya x. 3 na lang. So this is x, this is n, and the probability of success. So sa atin, we have b 3 5 times, and then ano yung probability na makakuha tayo ng 2? 1/6, di ba? Ayan. So, if follow natin to na equation natin, we can say that f of x is equal to n 5c3 p. Ano yung p natin? What is the probability na makakuha tayo ng 1 ng 2? What is the probability na makakuha tayo ng 2 na face? Kung may 6 faces
1
tayo, ano
over
yung
10
probability?
minus 1
Good.
over 6.
1/6. Ngayon, sa 1/6 na yon, gusto natin makakuha ng 3 tries. No? 3 twos pala. So, dapat makakuha tayo ng 3 na 1/6. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng x. X means the number of the random variable natin. We let x na lang para mas klaro tayo. We let big X as the random variable of getting 2. And then yung x, small x natin is the tries na getting 2. No? So which is 3. So we have 1 minus q. So ano yung 1 minus q natin of not getting 2? 5/6. Okay? And then n minus x. So that's 5 minus 3 means 2. No? Yung natirang, kasi di ba maka 5 tayo maka-toss. Yung 3 toss daw natin dapat 2 ang lalabas. Yung remaining toss natin, other kuha na lang, numbers na lang. So, if you evaluate this one, NC5, 5C3,
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
Wala na yung 1 minus 5 over 6.
1, Actually, this is 1, no, 1 minus p pala to. 1 minus p, no? Or just 1 minus p is equal to q. So, para mas madali, i-q ko na lang to para hindi kayo mahirapan. Para hindi nakakalito. This is p raised to x and q raised to n minus x. And q is equal to 1 minus p. So, pilang sagot nito? It's 0.032. So, ito yung probability na makakuha ka ng tatlong 2 talaga. No? Sobrang liit. X. That's for the binomial natin. No? Another sa binomial natin, question probably, this is problem 10. So the probability that a patient recovers from a rare blood disease is 0.4. So let X now be the random variable for the blood disease. Random variable that a patient recovers from a rare disease. Okay. Therefore, si random variable na X, may mga value siya na mga X is equal to 1, X is equal to 2, and so on and so forth. So the probability of getting X, no, the probability of success. Ano yung probability ng success na makakuha tayo ng rare blood disease? 0.4. So the P is 0.4, Q is equal to 0.6. If 15 people are known to have a contracted this disease, so meron kang 15 number of people, so N is equal to 15. Next is, what is the probability that letter A, at least 10 survives? So, get letter B, from 3 to 8 survive, exactly 5 survive. So, geto, merong 15 na tao, no, na nakakontract ng disease. Ngayon, the probability na makaka-recover ka is 0.4 lang. Now, ano yung probability na lahat 10 or at least 10 ng tao doon sa 15 makasurvive? So, we're talking about the probability of 15 people. No? So, first is you get P, the probability where the random variable X is greater than or equal to 10. Pag sinabi natin at least, greater than or equal to 10. Pwedeng 10, pwedeng 11, pwedeng 12, 13, 14, 15. So, X is greater than or equal to 10. And if we're going to look back doon sa, print nyo rin to ha, ito. Yung X greater than or equal to 10, saan ba siya? Nafo-fall. Here. This is 1 minus the summation of f of x, the probability function f of x summation, x is equal to 0. This is a minus 1. So, a natin is 10. So, that's 9. Nagets ba yon? Dito tayo sa number 9. Property number 9. Pag greater than or equal ha. So, ngayon, punta tayo sa table natin. Get your table. Please then survive. Get your table. And then, punta kayo sa binomial. I think meron ako dito. Table statistics, punta kayo sa This is least square. F distribution. Itong binomial probability sums. The binomial probability sums, we're talking about 15. No? N is equal to 15. Hanapin niyo si N equals to 15. And then, hanapin niyo si 10. Ay, 9 pala. 9. 9. So, 15, 9. And then, the probability is 0.4. P is equal to 0.4. Ilan yung value?
0.9662.
Good. 0.9662. So we have 1 minus 0.9662, and then this is equal to 0.0338. Very good. Letter B. You have to find 3 to 8 makasurvive. 3 to 8 makasurvive. So the probability where the random variable x, no? Again, random variable x natin is makasurvive. No, from 3 to 8. So x must be greater than or equal to 3 to 8. Okay, so go back to the ano nga yan? Table. So x nandito. So this is 3 and 8. So this is equal to the summation of f of x from x is equal to 0 to b to 8 minus the x is equal to 0. This is a minus 1. So, ang a natin is equal to 3. So, magiging 2 na lang siya, f of x. So, go to your table. Hanapin ninyo si 15 na n, and then 8 yung r.
Answer 0.9050.
Okay, good. This is 0.09, 0.950. And then, what if 15 is equal to kuan? N is equal to 15, r is equal to 2, p is equal to 0.4. Ilan?
0.0271.
217 2173? No. 0271. Good.
0.0271.
And then the value of that is 0.8779. Okay, letter C. Exactly 5 survives. So P x is equal to 5. So automatically, exactly 5 survives. Just look dun sa, kasi wala rin ako nakaprint eh. Okay, so exactly. So hanapin natin si equals here. So this is summation of f of x. X is equal to 0 to a. So a is equal to 5 minus f of x. X is equal to 0 to 4. Sige, please. Ilang sagot?
0.4032.
Okay, 0.4032. The other one, 0.2173.
0.2173.
And then is equal to 0.1859. Okay, so ganoon tayo magkuha ng binomial natin. Next is hypergeometric. So, I think makaya natin ito lahat. So, problem number 10. Hypergeometric, a committee of 5. Okay. So, si hypergeometric natin, as dun sa definition natin is walang replacement. No? Without replacement. Ito lahat sila is may replacement lahat to sila. No? Sa binomial. Pero kung wala kang replacement, magkakaroon ka ngayon ng hypergeometric. So, a committee of 5 committee of size 5 is selected at a random from 3 women and 5 men. Find the probability distribution for the number of women on the committee. So same, si hypergeometric, actually, ito yung ginawa natin kanina. Here, sa 4 boys and 3 girls. Nung nag-select tayo ng committee, hindi na natin siya ibabalik. Alangan, kung nagkuha ka na ng isang boy, hindi mo na siya ibabalik dun sa pool mo. Okay? So, si hypergeometric is like the basic uh, um, parang random variable problem na ma-encounter natin. Sige, so balik tayo dun sa ginawa natin. A committee of 5 is selected from 3 women and 5 men. Okay? And then, automatically, 8 people sila. And then, kukuha ka ng 5 members of the committee. So, now, find the probability distribution for the number of women on the committee. So, let X be the random variable for number of women. Madali na lang to para sa inyo. So, first is P when X is equal to 0. Automatically, yung women natin, wala. Wala kang women. So, 3, 0. And then, lahat ng committee mo galing sa boys. So, that's 5, 5. All over 8, kukuha ka ng 5. This is 1 over 56. Ganun ka magkuha ng hypergeometric. If punta tayo dun sa definition niya, ito. So, kx, so k is, yun yung interested ka or saan galing yung point of interest mo or ng random variable mo, which is, for this, galing siya sa 3 women. And then x is, yun yung bubunutin mo, which is at x is equal to 0. And then n minus k, and then n minus x. So this is 8 minus 3, which is 5. This is 5 minus 0 means 5. Okay? So yun yung hypergeometric natin. Okay. So this is px is equal to 1, which is 3, 1, 5, 4. This is 8, 5. 15 over 30, 56. And so on and so forth. So, hindi ko na ipapakita yung the rest na solution. We have 30 over 56. And then P is, you only have, um, you only have 3 women. No? So, this is committee of size. This is 10 over 56. No? Hindi ka na pwede mag-x is equal to 4 kasi tatlo lang man talaga yung women. No? So, hanggang 3 ka lang. Kasi yung x natin is random variables for the women. So, women lang ang titingnan natin. So, yung probability distribution niya, automatically, you can create a table, x, and then dito is p, x, big letter x is equal to small letter x. We have 0 women, 1 women, 2 women, 3 women. So, this is 1 over 56, 15 over 56, this is 30 over 56, and this is 10 over 56. So, this is the hypergeometric example natin. Number 11. So, if 5 cards are dealt from a standard deck of 52 playing cards, what is the probability that 3 will be hearts? So, you have 52 deck. So, let variable x, no, as your random variable. What's the probability that 3 will be hearts? 4 hearts. Okay. Automatically, we get the 3 will be hearts. So, P, X, dapat 3 daw yung hearts natin doon sa 5. No? So, ilan ba yung hearts na meron tayo sa standard deck of cards? 13. 13, no? Alas, tamang G's, then Jack, Queen, King, na yung mga hearts. And then, kukuha lang tayo ng tatlo. Okay, so ilan yung natira sa 52 kung 13 or ilan yung black? 39. Ano, ilan yung black? Ilan yung ibang suits? Yung diamond and spades and clover. And then, since lima yung kukunin natin, dalawa na lang yung manggagaling sa ibang bulak. Inana ba? Tulo ang gikan sa red na bulak or hearts na bulak, and then duha ang gikan sa other bulak. Then, you have 52, then kukuha ka ng dalawang cards. This is 0.0815. So sobrang liit ng probability na makakuha ka talaga ng tulo is hearts. Okay, multivariate hypergeometric distribution. Kaya pa ba natin to? Poisson's negative binomial. Sige. Problem 12. O kasi sa kuan si hypergeometry kasi it's pareha siya sa kay binomial na dalawa lang yung pwede mong pagpilian, no? Either with hearts or without hearts. Kay multivariate, um, kino-consider mo na yung other, no? Like with hearts, then with diamond, with spade, uh, with clubs. Okay? So, a gardener, itong multivariate, sorry. Hypergeometric, sige. So a gardener wishes to landscape a piece of property by planting flowers. Magplant siya flowers, no? Across the front and back of the house. From the box containing 3 tulips, so we have 3 tulips, and then we have 4 daffodils, and then we have 3 hyacinth. So mo na ang itanom niya, no? He selected 5. So, ang lahat ng flowers is 7 plus 10 flowers. No? And then, magsiselect lang siya ng 5. 5 random to be planted at the front. So, 5 sa front. And the remaining 5 sa back, sa rear, sa balay. No? So, front of house, ito, rear of house. So, tama. Nabahin yun niya. No? Ang flowers niya. What is the probability that one tulip, no? So, kinahanglan natin ng one tulip, 2 daffodils, and 3 hyacinth doon sa uh, pa natin sa front of the house. So, what is the probability na we have one tulip, 2 daffodil, and 2 hyacinth in or at the front. So, pupunta ka sa front. Tama, no? 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5. So, 5. So, if we go back dun sa equation natin sa sa multivariate hypergeometry, meron ba? I think wala. Wait. Ayun. So, we have x1. So, we have now the probability of, so maglalagay ka ng mga maraming random variable. Random variable for tulip, no? X1. Then, random variable for daffodil. And then, random variable for hyacinth. hyacinth. Okay, so probability where x1 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to, ilan yung daffodil natin? 2. And then x3, yung hyacinth natin is 2, no? Is equal to a1x, no? So ang meron tayo ngayon sa first natin, which is the tulips, meron tayong 3 tulips, ilalagay mo sa isa. Kukuha ka ng isang tulip doon sa tatlo na ilalagay mo sa front, and then yung daffodil, kukuha ka ng dalawa, 2 daffodils. And then yung sa hyacinth, kukuha ka ng dalawa. So this is from the x1, this is from x2, and this is from x3. All over, ilan lahat ng flowers mo? 10. Kukuha ka ng 5, ilalagay mo sa front ng bahay. So the answer here is 3.14. Okay, so ganun mag-multivariate hypergeometric, maglalagay ka ng marami lang na random variable, isa-isa. So doon sa hypergeometric lang natin, isa lang yung random variable mo. Dito marami ka random variable. Posons. So ang posons lang natin is uh, it's a random variable, no? Based doon sa time natin or ang space na concerned. So the average number of days in school, the average number of days school is closed due to the snow during the winter in a certain city. Tama ba pagkasulat ko nito? In the in the eastern part of the US is 4. So you have the average. Ibig sabihin ng average, it's the mean, no? So ang average number daw ng days of school na close, no, sorry. The average number of days that the school is closed due to the snow during the winter sa US is 4. So mu is equal to 4. Yun yung days average where school is closed, no? Ibig sabihin, you have now the x, the random variable x, as the number of days where school is closed. Okay? Next. What is the probability that the school in this city will close for 6 days during the winter? Okay? So, we're talking about time here na during 6 days during the winter. Okay? So, when we try to do that, punta tayo sa Poisson's equations natin. No? We say that the probability of the random variable, no, where is equal to x is equal to e negative mu t times lambda ba to? Yeah, lambda t raised to x over x factorial, where x is equal to 1, 2, and 3. So e natin is 2.71. Euler's number 2.718. Okay, so automatically si mu natin is equal to the lambda. No? Yun yung sa definition ng ng poson natin, which is lambda is the mean, no, which is equal to 4. So we're talking about x is equal to 6, no? What is the probability that schools in this city will close for 6 days? So 6 days yung magko-close yung school during the winter. Okay, so automatically i-plug in lang natin dun sa posons natin. So the probability na close yung schools natin for 6 days dahil sa winter is e to the negative 4, no? T here is magiging 1, no? Ang T here is at specific time. So ang specific time lang natin here is at the winter, no? So e times 4, this is multiplied times 4 raised to 6 over 6 factorial. Ilan to? I think this is
0.94.
1042. Okay. So, ito yung probability na magkakaroon ka ng 6 days na walang pasok. Okay? 6 days na walang pasok. Number 14. I think madali na lang to, no? So, average number of my field mice per acre in a 5-acre wheat field is estimated to be 10. Find the probability that a given acre contains more than 15 mice. So, ang probability is the average number. Automatically, the average number is equal to 10. No? Tapos, hanapin natin ng probability ngayon na x or the random variable x is equal to 15. So, you get the probability of random variable x is equal to 15, no? Which is 1 minus the balik lang kayo sa binomial ninyo. This is at p, the probability one minus the probability of x less than 15. So dun sa binomial natin, 1 minus summation of this is from x is equal to 0 to 15 f of x. So mu is equal to 10. So hanapin natin yan sa table natin sa Poissons. Sige daw, hanapin na natin yung Poissons natin na table. Okay, so look sa Poissons ninyo na table. Makakakuha tayo ng 0.1 minus 0.9513, which is equal to 0.0487. Nakita niyo yung Poissons na table? Binomial. Ayan. Sa Poissons natin, we have 15. Nasa page 733. 15 and then the mu is equal to 10. 15 and 10. So 0.9513. Yes. And then negative binomial, Sige, pero na next meeting na lang natin to. It's already 5:28, so do you have any question? Pa tayo pupunta next meeting sa continuous random variable? Any question? If this is 1 to 4. Okay, pag sinabi natin, so tatapusin ko na lang to ha. Pag sinabi nating negative binomial, no? So it is a discrete probability that describes the number of trials x produces k success. So meron tayong formula niyan. Sasagarin ko na to ha. We have negative binomial sa negative binomial, we have the probability function is equal to the x minus 1, k minus 1. This is p raised to k. Q raised to x minus k. Hypergeometric, wait lang ha. Bernoulli, binomial, multinomial, binomial, hypergeometric. Okay, so si negative binomial, yan yung equation niya. So for example, find the probability that a person tossing 3 coins will either get all heads or all tails for the second time on the fifth toss. Wait lang. Saan yung notes ko sa negative binomial? Okay. So, find the probability that a person tossing... So, konti na lang to. May klase pa ba kayo after? Tatapusin ko lang. Find the probability that a person tossing 3 coins either get all heads or all tails for the second time on the fifth toss. So, ibig sabihin, we have to get P, X, find the probability that a person tossing 3 coins will get either all heads or all tails for the second time on the fifth toss. So we're gonna get X either all heads, ibig sabihin X is equal to 2, no? Or all heads or all tails. So from the equation, we have X minus 1, oh, wait lang, this is 5 pala. Kasi suot ko na lang ang whole notation ha. So the whole notation for this is equal to the binomial. This is x, k, p. Ibig sabihin, p where x is equal to 5, on the fifth toss, sa pang 5 na toss, this is 5 minus 1, k is equal to 2. So 2 minus 1. So the probability na makakuha ka ng, tama ba? 2 minus 1. And then p, the probability na makakuha ka ng dalawang heads or dalawang tails must be 1/4. Bakit? Pwede ka makakuha ng HH, pwede ka makakuha ng H tail, pwede ka makakuha ng tail head, pwede ka makakuha ng tail tail. So, probability ng dalawang head is equal to 1/4. So, mga 1/4. Since dalawa, it's because pwedeng tail tail. So, another 1/4 here. Then, ang Q, ang hindi ka makakuha is 3/4. X minus K is equal to 5 minus 2, 3. So, the answer here is 37 over 256. So, the probability of distribution of random variable x where the number of gate success occurs is given by. So, dapat makasuccess ako sa fifth toss. Ano, we will have a second success in fifth toss. No, so automatically assuming that we have first success na. Kasi hinahanap na lang natin si second success. So assuming na meron tayong first success na nangyari. And then finally, geometric. So si geometric distribution, if repeated independent trials can result in success, so ganun pa rin, may success and failure pa rin tayo, the probability distribution of the random variable x, the number of the trial on which the first success occurs is given. So ito, always hinahanap natin si first success. Always natin hinahanap si first success. Find the probability that a person flipping a balance coin requires 4 tosses to get ahead. So makaisa lang tayo makakuha ng head, maka-require tayo ng 4 tosses. So what is the probability na makakuha tayo ng head natin sa 4 natin na tosses? So we have from geometric, we have geometric x p is equal to p times q raised to x minus 1. Ganun lang. So the probability na makakuha tayo ng success, since it's flipping coins, 1/2. Probability of getting fail, x natin here is equal to 4. We have 4, no? So 4 minus 1. This is the geometric of 4. Kukuha tayo ng probability na 1/2, which is equal to 1/16. Okay, so additional ko lang si negative binomial, always we're looking for the second success. Si geometric, always looking for the first success. So that's the end of the discrete. Do you have any questions?